102.7 or 99.9. You can also stream it at hotcountryhits.com or WMOM.FM. David Shillinger, he is in the studio with us. And David, I've got a ton of questions for you. But first of all, welcome to the morning show.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. The records that you are racking up as a senior, I guess my first question is, did you expect that you would get to this point, or was it kind of planned for a few years? You saw this trend happening with scoring this many points every game. When was it that you said, I think I can break some records? What was that conversation like?
When I started on varsity as a freshman, I figured I could get maybe 1,000 points, and then the school record came this year, and then I never even really thought about the county record, if I'm being honest. So
yeah.
I just kept scoring points, and next thing you know, everyone's asking me, how far are you away from the county record? I'm like, I'm not really sure. And then I'm like, oh, I'm closer than I ever expected to be.
Wow. Well, and going into last week's game, what, Friday night or Thursday night? That's Friday night. You must have known, and I ask you this because you're a pretty strategic player. You tend to back off when you're hurting, or aggressive when your team says, "Hey, we need you even more in here." You've got that covered in a very strategic and positive way, which is very impressive to observe that as a fan. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
So my question, I guess, is. Did you plan on it? Was it like, okay, you know what, I'll break the record tonight? Or inside, did you think, well, maybe we'll do it during the districts or anything? What was that? What was going through your mind on that?
I can't always say how many points I'm going to score in each game.
Yeah.
So it's more like I'm going to go out there, however many I'm going to score. I can't really plan to say I'm going to try to get this many, because if you try to do that, it never seems to happen that good. So you just got to go out and play your game, and if you get it, you get it. And if it doesn't, I'm not too worried. I'll get it eventually, or I'm not too worried about it.
Well, you accomplished a huge feat on Friday night. 1,701 points was the county record. Steve Griswold held that. How does it feel and you broke LHS's record this year. That was, that was a huge feat in its own, held by Mike there. When you broke these records, both of them, what was going through your mind, I guess, is my first question. And did it sink in right away that, now you've set the bar, you're the name on the top? What does that mean to you?
Just first and foremost, all the glory goes to God. When I broke those records, he gets all the glory, and I'm just thankful to have my parents, coaches, and teammates who helped me get there too. I couldn't have done it without any of them, so I just feel blessed to have everyone in my life to help me get to that point.
Well, you achieved something great. And don't mind our dog. We have Hudson, the radio dog, with his squeaky toy here in the studio. David, tell me about what it's like on the court as David Shillinger. Who are you on the court, and what does your teammates think of you as well?
I just try to make it fun for all my teammates. If they make a bad pass or something, I'm like, it doesn't really matter. Just next play mentality, and just have fun with it. At the end of the day, it's just a basketball game, and we get to play the game of basketball together in high school, so might as well enjoy it.
Yeah, and I've talked to. I'm going to have Hudson come around here in a moment to get that squeaky toy from him. But that's the fun part of having a dog in the studio, by the way. Take us through. You are coached by Thad Shank. Everybody looks up to him. I would assume you look up to him as a mentor. If you entered varsity as a freshman, right?
Correct.
That means you had 4 years with him. Is everything that people talk about when it comes to Coach Shank relevant? Correct.
Oh, yeah, for sure. He's a great coach, and I would say even a better person. He's just a man built for others, and, you just...
Sorry, go ahead.
It's all good. It's just always try to put others first and see where other people are coming from in their position. So he's a great coach, and I just say even a better person. So
that's pretty cool.
Highly look up to him as a person.
Now, on the flip side, people also say this about you. I mean, here's Hudson. I'm going to get his toy from him. They say David is super humble. I've heard even though with all of these records, you're not planning on going to you're not going to play ball anywhere, right?
That's not the plan right now. Nope.
Wow. you help me explain that and understand that, because part of it, you hear rumors out there. Obviously, your dad has a company, right? Construction
Correct.
company. Yeah. And I heard that's kind of your focus a little bit, right?
So I have opportunities to go play football or basketball, but right now I think I'm gonna stay around here. My dad owns like a excavation business and stuff, so that's kind of here for me. I'm gonna, believe, work with him for a little while and then eventually take that over in the future. So I think it's just something good he has going right now, and I think it's there for me to lose. Like,
what does your dad say about that? What when you have those conversations with him?
I think he likes the thought of me staying around.
Yeah.
I think my mom likes the thought of me staying around too. So,
well, I think it makes you. It makes you. Sorry, Hudson is hanging out. Is humble, but also the fact that you're willing to put basketball, put football aside, and say, I'm kind of looking at my future. Is that a hard question for you to think about?
A little bit, yeah. It's definitely not easy because I love to play sports and it's winding down for high school, so it's kind of hard, but I think it's the right choice for me as of right now.
Yeah. So. Well, you're doing great. Got to ask you these questions, and this is I didn't even know all of the details on this, but all I know is that a few games ago, that you had to go into the locker room at halftime, switch out some garments, right? Because things that you wear, you consider lucky. You got to tell us about this.
So, yeah, a lot of people have caught on. I switch out shoes at halftime usually if I don't have the best first half. It's kind of just like a mental reset at halftime if you don't have the best first half. So I just like to go in there, calm down, think about the game, and just kind of do a mental reset. And second half's a whole new half, and that's the half that really matters because you're either going to win or lose the game in the second half. So.
Yeah, absolutely. So what is it like? Okay, shoes, I've heard that. Something about underwear, I think, and socks. Is that right?
Nope, it's only the shoes.
Okay,
only the shoes.
So there's some rumors out there. I'm like, whoa, what's going on? But so that's a plus because I bet there's some people out there that are like, does he change his socks? Is he wearing the same socks? You do change your socks. Let's debunk that, right?
I just wear the same shoe. Just change out the shoes.
There you go. That's a good thing. All right, let's talk about what you love about the sport, what drives you as well. Obviously these points aren't racking up by themselves. You are practicing. You're making sure that you're dishing it out to your other teammates. And you see that because on fast breaks, they get it to you. You put it up. But on the flip side, you see that open player. It's not David is the ball hog sort of idea. No, you're balancing it out on the court.
It's just coming together every day, whether it's practice, we get to play the game together, play with my friends, and then in games we get to go to battle with each other, and it's just fun being on the court with my guys as they feed me and then I feed them, so we just all feed off of each other, which is a lot of fun too.
Yeah, well, you're doing great. And people, I don't know if you saw the post that we posted the other day, but you got a lot of accolades on the Oreo Sports Network, on Mom FM. What's been the conversation? What has it been like over the last couple of days, this season, when people come up to you and say, "Hey, congratulations"? What? How do you feel? What's your response?
Just shout out to all the O's fans. We have a great community here in Ludington, and they have supported me all 4 years of high school, so I just feel blessed to have a great community behind me and always supporting me no matter what, win or loss. They're always here for us.
That's a pretty cool thing. And the three-pointer, that was when you broke the record, the 1,701 record, it was a three-pointer. Can I ask you, did you plan that part of it?
I didn't really plan it. We just kind of were in the game. I think I was 2 or 3 away, maybe 1 away, and Coach Shank called the play, and I was like, well, this could be it.
Yeah.
Shot the 3, and it felt good pretty much soon as I released it, and then Coach called a timeout, and we just kind of celebrated, and most importantly, still locked in to finish the game because it was a good game we were in against Benzie, so we couldn't just celebrate whatever the county record. We had to still win the game.
Yeah, that's right. And it was a tough game. I mean, you could see that. All right, you're off to postseason at this point. You got a bye, you said this today. You're going to be playing then Wednesday this week?
Correct. Okay. We're going to play Wednesday, the winner of Manistee and Big Rapids. So that'll be a good game, either one. Manistee has gave us a couple fits both times we played them this year. Okay. So,
is there any additional records that you could possibly break this year?
Scoop just came up to me and said I could break the single season scoring record for Ludington.
Wow.
That's 601 points, I believe, and I'm only like 14, 15 away from that, but...
Well, you're going to beat that.
Maybe. I just want to win in districts now and keep going. It's my main focus.
Could we see, without jinxing, I'm knocking on woods, David Shillinger at the Breslin? Could we see that?
That's the goal. That is the goal. That would be awesome. That would be one of the best ways to go out. We have 9 seniors on the team, and none of them have won a district before, so I've only won my freshman year, so I really just want to win one for the rest of the seniors. It would mean a lot to those guys to go out with a district win, and after districts, who knows what can happen. Hopefully we can make it as far as we can make it together.
Cool. That is a great message there. And like I said, he's got a good head on his shoulders. Your focus is on helping your dad, helping your parents there. The records, that's just something that you're going to be able to have that conversation with for many years to come, and hopefully be able to encourage others to try to get close to that and at least try to beat that maybe in the future, right?
Yeah, for sure. I just want to inspire the younger generation out there and set records for them to beat one day. Records are meant to be broken, so as soon as they beat that record, I'm all for them trying to achieve goals and set records for them. So
it's cool.
I hope one day they do beat it.
All right, there you go. David, anything that the community doesn't know about you, or anything that you want them to know about David Shillinger this morning, now that you're right here on the air with us this morning?
I don't believe so. I just like going out there playing with my teammates, and there's nothing better than playing in a Holly gymnasium on a Friday night with all the crowd out there. So shout out to the O's fans again.
There you go. Go O's. And it was packed. It was a good showing this past Friday night. Well, David, congratulations, first of all, on everything that you've achieved. And you've been a star. You've got a lot of kiddos and a lot of community members looking up to you. And so keep that head on your shoulders and focus to the future. So congratulations.
Right. Thank you. I appreciate you having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for being here this morning. Stand by for a moment. 7:52, 8 before the top of the hour here on Mom FM and Hot Country Hits 99.9. If you missed any of this segment, you can watch it in its entirety on our Facebook pages, Hot Country Hits or WMOM